Once you hurt a loyal man, he doesn't become a monster. He becomes something even scarier. Silent. Pause for a second and let that sink in. See, loyal men are a rare breed in today's world. We're talking about the guy who texts you back even when he's mad at you. The one who remembers your favorite pizza toppings even though he hates pineapple on his own slice. The one who sticks around when things get messy, not just when they're fun. But what happens when you break his heart? What really goes on in the mind of a loyal man after betrayal? What does human behavior science say about this? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the psychology of loyalty, heartbreak, and what happens when the one who was always there for you finally walks away. And trust me, once he's gone, he's not just gone, he evolves. Let's break this down in a way your pet goldfish could understand. 1. Loyalty isn't just a feeling, it's a habit. Loyal men don't just feel loyal, they live it. It's like brushing their teeth. You don't think, should I be loyal today? It's just who they are. When a loyal man cares about someone, he puts them into his daily rhythm. He checks in, shows up, remembers the small stuff, and even sacrifices without making a big fuss. Ever seen that guy at a party who's barely dancing but keeps looking at his phone? Yeah, he's not bored. He's texting his girl, making sure she got home safe. That's loyalty in motion. So when you hurt a man like that, it's not just a breakup. You're not just walking away from someone. You're ripping out a whole daily routine, a deep identity, a full-on lifestyle. And here's the twist. Even when you hurt him, he probably won't explode. Nope, he won't throw tantrums or go on a revenge spree like in those dramatic movies. Instead, he'll do something far more dangerous. He'll withdraw. 2. Silence is not weakness, it's analysis mode. You might think, well, he didn't yell, so I guess he's okay. Oh no. If a loyal man gets quiet after you've hurt him, you should be worried. Because silence means the gears in his brain just shifted. He's replaying everything. That time he stayed up with you when you were sick. The surprise coffee he brought you after your terrible job interview. The time he skipped a night out with his friends to hold you while you cried about your dog's toenail. Yeah, all of that? He's reviewing the entire highlight reel and realizing maybe, just maybe, you never valued it. And that realization, it stings more than the betrayal itself. And just like that, something shifts inside him. 3. A loyal man doesn't seek revenge. He levels up. Forget what you've seen in movies where the guy goes all bad boy after heartbreak. Real-life loyal men don't waste their time plotting revenge. Instead, they transform. They hit the gym not because they want to show you what you've lost, but because they need to reclaim control. They start reading more, focusing on goals, going after dreams they put on hold. They go from texting you good morning every day to running a business, climbing mountains, writing books, anything that fuels their growth. Because here's the thing, loyalty doesn't die when it's betrayed. It evolves. It stops being about you and starts being about him. 4. Pain becomes his fuel. You ever see someone smile after a heartbreak and think, wow, he's handling it so well? Let me tell you what's really happening. That smile is built on 90% pain and 10%, I'm trying not to text her right now. Loyal men don't just bounce back. They rebuild from the ruins you left behind. And they don't forget. Oh no, they remember. Not to hold a grudge, but to remind themselves never to let loyalty become a leash again. Human behavior shows us this fascinating thing. People who have been loyal and got betrayed often develop the strongest self-awareness. It's like a third eye for red flags. They now see BS from a mile away. They learn to protect their peace. Their standards go from, I just want someone who loves me, to, I need someone who understands what loyalty means. 5. The scar he carries isn't visible, but it's there. You won't see him limping or crying. But deep inside, something's changed. Science tells us that emotional pain activates the same part of the brain as physical pain. That means when a loyal man gets betrayed, his brain literally treats it like a physical injury. But here's the cool part. The brain doesn't just feel the hurt, it also learns. So what happens next? He becomes sharper. He stops over-explaining himself. He stops justifying loyalty to people who don't value it. And one day, when someone new comes along, he won't fall in blindly. He'll test the waters. He'll watch. Because loyal men don't stop being loyal. They just stop giving it to people who don't deserve it. 6. You don't lose him, you teach him. This is where it gets deep. When you hurt a loyal man, you're not just pushing him away, you're educating him. You teach him how not to love. You teach him where to build walls. You teach him what not to look for in his next relationship. You become his greatest lesson. And here's the kicker. He'll thank you one day. Not to your face, of course. He won't send a message saying, "Hey, thanks for breaking my heart." But in his mind, when he's living a better life, with someone who actually respects him, he'll silently thank the pain that pushed him to become better. He leveled up because of what you did, not in spite of it. 7. He doesn't block you. He outsmarts the need to. You know what's funny? When some people get hurt, the first thing they do is block, unfollow, delete, and then make dramatic Instagram quotes like, "Some people don't deserve your energy." Not the loyal man. He's not out here curating a dramatic breakup playlist or burning pictures like a soap opera character. He doesn't block you out of hate. He outgrows the need for you. See, when someone blocks you, it's often about control. It's a way of saying, "I'm still mad, but I want you to notice." A loyal man, when he's truly hurt, doesn't want to be noticed. He wants peace. You'll check his story one day and realize there isn't one. He's disappeared. Not because he's hiding, but because he's healing where you can't reach him. Silence becomes his superpower. 8. He learns to love without losing himself. Before he got hurt, love might have looked like this. "Sure, I'll cancel my plans for you. Yeah, I'll drop everything if you need me. Of course, I forgive you." Again. After the heartbreak, different story. Now love has boundaries. Now love means mutual effort, not martyrdom. A loyal man learns to say things like, "I care about you, but I won't abandon myself anymore. I can't fix you if you're not willing to meet me halfway. I'm not going to beg to be chosen." It's like he upgrades his emotional software. Loyalty 2.0 comes with antivirus protection, and baby, it is smooth. 9. Humor becomes his healing weapon. You might catch him cracking jokes about relationships. You'll hear things like, "Oh yeah, I used to be a simp. Now I'm just a gym rat with trust issues." Or, "I used to fall in love quickly. Now I trip over red flags for fun." Humor isn't just a defense mechanism, it's a survival tool. Science backs this up. Humor helps us regulate emotions, reduce stress, and process trauma in a way that doesn't leave us in pieces. Loyal men don't drown in sadness. They use sarcasm as a life jacket, but underneath the laughs, there's always a scar. That's what makes the jokes hit different. They're not just funny, they're honest. 10. He becomes the guy everyone else wants, but few deserve. Here's the plot twist nobody sees coming. The man you hurt, he becomes the man other people pray for. Confident, but humble. Strong, but kind. He's got that "I've been through fire, but I'm still gold" kind of energy. And when he finally meets someone who appreciates his loyalty, oh, it's game over. He doesn't love half-heartedly. He shows up like he always did, but now with wisdom, standards, and a BS detector set to maximum sensitivity. This new version of him, he's rare. He's valuable. He's the kind of man who makes other people step up or step aside. 11. The one thing he'll never do. Again, set himself on fire to keep someone else warm. Loyal men often make this mistake. They give and give until there's nothing left of them. They turn into emotional firewood. Need comfort? He's got you. Need help moving? He'll cancel his plans. Feeling sad? He'll listen even if he's falling apart inside. But when that kind of loyalty is met with betrayal, he learns. He learns that burning yourself out for someone who wouldn't even light a match for you isn't noble. It's self-destruction. So next time, he keeps some of that warmth for himself. He still gives love, but not if it costs him his peace. 12. The coldness isn't bitterness, it's clarity. People often say, "Wow, he changed. He's so distant now." No, sweetheart, that's not distance. That's emotional clarity. That's a man who learned that not everyone deserves access to his inner world. That's someone who no longer entertains inconsistency. And don't get it twisted, he's not bitter. Bitterness is holding on. He's not holding on. He's letting go with precision. There's no drama in his departure, just silence. Peaceful, calculated, unshakable silence. 13. Once you lose a loyal man, you lose a version of love you'll probably never find again. Let's be real. Loyal men love differently. They don't love for attention. They don't love to fill a void. They love because they mean it. They show up in ways that words can't describe. They care when no one else does. They see beauty in your mess. They fight for you even when you've stopped fighting for yourself. So when you hurt that kind of man, you lose more than just a relationship. You lose safety. You lose realness. You lose someone who actually gave a damn. And you don't realize it at first. But trust me, it hits you. Eventually. Because out there, in the sea of sweet talkers, game players, and emotionally unavailable situationships, loyal men are the rarest kind of magic. And there you have it. Once you hurt a loyal man, he doesn't become bitter. He becomes better. Not for you, but for himself. He learns, he grows, and he glows differently. And by the time you realize what you lost, he's already become the version of himself he was always meant to be, with or without you. So if you've got a loyal man in your life, cherish him, respect him, match his energy, because once he's gone for good. Thanks for watching. If this video made you think, laugh, or feel even a little bit seen, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And remember, loyalty is a gift. Don't wait until it walks away to realize its value. See you in the next one. Stay real, stay kind, and as always, take care of your heart and theirs.